Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing today? So today we are going to start reviewing and talking about our our upcoming common writing task. This is common task 3, where you, the students, are going to be arguing the value and relevance of a text. I'm gonna put my slides on slideshow. So in this particular common writing task, it's in the form of an argument. This week's goals are we're going to review the expectations for this particular common writing task. We're going to organize ideas in a graphic organizer, and we're going to make a rough draft. So task expectations, students will reflect on a text they have read through structured dialogue about what brings value and relevance to a text. Students should consider what makes a text valuable and why the text they've chosen is so, not only to them, but to other peer group as well. So what do we mean when we talk about a structured dialogue? In this particular case, for us, this marking period, this common writing task, our structured dialogue is going to be in the form of a Socratic seminar. And a structured dialogue, it refers to a form of communication that follows a predetermined framework. And so that's what we're doing this week is we are putting together our predetermined framework. We're putting together those pieces of text that have brought relevance and value to our reading. Students, you had the opportunity to select your own student choice on that fourth piece of text that we're going to be using for our Socratic seminar. The other three pieces we have already worked on. We had the 3 pieces of poetry that we have gone through. You guys have annotated those documents, those texts. So you have those. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to look at a few questions. Does anybody have any questions about the task expectations? I know we've been talking about this for a while. Have you completed your annotations on your 4 pieces of text? And have you selected your student choice piece? Before we get into our first assignment of the day, I want you guys to do some student discourse. And you're going to talk with your table mates for about 3 to 4 minutes about the value and relevance of a text, and be prepared to have at least one person share from your group. And what I want you guys to talk about is what you think makes a text valuable, what makes a text relevant, what qualities makes a text valuable to high school students, and can you think of one text you have read that you found valuable and relevant with a short reason why? So I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes to work on this student discourse, talk about it, then just be prepared to share with the class. Okay, now that we've finished our discourse, I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to work together in small groups because we are going to be doing a Socratic seminar. You need to get familiar with talking and talking to one another. Do you need more support in exploring what makes a text relevant? And what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to give you an exercise where you're going to work with your table mates to give you more support in exploring what makes text um, valuable and relevant. So, in small groups, you have an assignment that you're going to be working on. I'm going to go ahead and open the assignment. Um, and in this assignment, the first part, you pretty much can do this independently. The second part, I want you to work with your table mates on that. Uh, but initially, what is a song you enjoy listening to regularly? When I say regularly, I mean you are scanning it, you're streaming it, and you're streaming it. You know, you're hitting the reset button after as soon as it finishes because there's something about a song that it really resonate with you and you really like it. So what is the message of this song and what makes it valuable and relevant in your life? You're going to put your response there. And then back in 2020, Justin Timberlake with Aunt um, Clements, I'm not familiar with him. They created a song called Better Days. And I want you guys to watch the video as well as um, read the lyrics, and then answer the question, why is this song relevant today and why is this song valuable today? You're going to put your response there. In the second part of the assignment, you're going to be finding value and relevance in poems and speeches. Um, Consider how you assess the songs above, and then for value and relevance, and then go through a similar process when you analyze the poems and speeches that are here. Um, you guys can independently choose whichever ones you want to, but you know, if you do have questions with your table mates and you're not clear on what the poems are saying, you might want to reach out and have some conversations with your table mates on this. So you're going to choose three of the texts to preview below and then consider what makes them valuable and relevant, and consider using one of these pieces of text in your argument if you don't have that fourth piece yet. Um, um, we have some old, some new. You have speeches by Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Abraham Lincoln, Tupac, Amanda Gorman. You know, Amanda Gorman, "The Hill We Climb." That's the piece of poetry that she composed and read at the inauguration of Joe Biden back in 20, 2020, 2021, I believe it was. So you are going to work on this assignment um, soon. I'll indicate when you will start that assignment. But before you get there, I just have one more slide that I want to share with you guys. Once you finish that assignment, it's time for you to organize and plan for your upcoming Socratic seminar. So to the right, you choose organizer. On the right, you have two options. The first option um, is it's a model graphic organizer for argumentative essay. It's asking you for the claim. Ask the question, and our question here is what brings value and relevance to text for high school students, and then you have to present your evidence to support your claim. Um, and then you also want to be able to identify um, three main points to refute the objective here, and conclude and a conclusion. Um, and so those are the steps. And then below, you will find an example of the graphic organizer for this argumentative essay. That's one. And then the other option that you have to choose from is it's kind of like more laid out for you. Um, it asks you to develop an argument about the value and relevance of a text, excerpts from the text that you found personally valuable. So you're going to go through steps 1, steps 2, steps 3, um, and then you're going to organize and put your work together. You're now going to synthesize your work from the above into a coherent claim. And then this one, it's giving you a different layout, um, more concise for those of you guys that need it. So those are your two options there to get your thoughts together on that. So those are your two options on your graphic organizers. Both of them, as you can see, are laid out quite differently. One, the top one, is giving you more bullets, and it's more of a structured layout, and the other one is asking you more questions. So choose from one of those to organize and plan for your upcoming Socratic seminar. Does anybody have any questions at this time? Okay, if nobody have any questions at this time, I want you guys to take the remaining of the class period to work in small groups on this hyperdoc right here, um, um, for the remaining of class. Okay, all right. Thank you.